Hey everyone, welcome to another episode.
Yes, hello, hello, hello. I hope everyone's doing well, trying to do things to mitigate everyone's stress levels as we still go through this, I guess, unprecedented time.
Yeah, I'm done. But that's another story in itself. So tonight, guys, tonight we have a special guest. I mean, all our guests are very special, but this one is very, very profound in so many ways that it's something that we are really appreciative of having this gentleman here with us. Now, he was a former professional football player with the Washington football team, and now he's a modern day entrepreneur dedicated to creating a holistic approach to fitness and wellness, guided by the profound respect for the impact made when people before him who are serving in this particular industry. Now, his goal is to empower ambitious individuals with restorative wellness, which Nico Marley launched Lion X CBD, a fascinating fusion of his unique life experiences, dedicated focus, and performance as a professional athlete, combined with natural wellness and as well as the wisdom of his grandfather, the music legend Bob Marley. Nico, welcome to the show.
Yes.
This is awesome.
Thank you for having me. I love that intro. I might have to steal it.
No problem, no problem. It's funny. We were reading your bio and we're like, oh my God. I mean, you're part, I'm going to have to understand, you were born in Haiti. Your family's from Jamaica. My wife and I are Haitian.
Yeah, our mothers were born in Haiti, so you're like, oh, okay.
Say how you
That's
say.
interesting.
Yeah.
That's nice. So many of that people, that's good.
Yeah, exactly. But there was always a myth that Haitians and Jamaicans always had some type of beef. And I'm like,
No, that's not a myth. If you live in Miami, well, if you lived in Miami.
He was trying to be nice with the saying myth.
yeah, I was really, because I know it's there.
Oh no! Well, now not so much though. Now everything cool, but back in the days, yeah,
it was real. Well, you talking about warriors, basically spiritual warriors. So it's like that. That's amazing. Now, have you been back to Haiti?
Oh yeah. A lot of my family still lives there. I've been going. I probably go. I used to go at least once a year.
Wow.
Going 2 times, 3 times, especially when I lived in Miami. But the pandemic, so I haven't been in about a year and a half, 2 years, maybe like the summer of 2019 was the last time I went.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that for a pandemic, that's pretty recent.
Yeah. And I mean, I've been planning to go, but Haiti's going through a lot of tough time right now.
Yes, I know.
Country's in like turmoil, so I'll wait till everything calm down and then I'll go back.
Wow. So, could you share with us, that path that you've came? I mean, from playing college football like your dad, Rohan, which I'm a fan of, because I remember watching him while he played at my university. I was like, this guy's a linebacker. I'm like, I got to keep an eye on him. To be at his size, his stature, playing Miami University and a position like outside linebacker, I was like, okay, he's got to be something special. And he was. And I was like, wow. And so following his footsteps, what made you decide, like, this is what you're going to do?
As far as football, it was, he never put any pressure on me to play. I live with my mom, so, it was never any pressure for me to play football. And then one summer I was there, I worked out with my pops. Ray Lewis was actually there too. Like, I just spent the summer with them. We was just working out every day. Me and my cousin Sean too. But I still didn't play that year. And then the next year after that was Sean really got me into football. He had me watching football. He moved from Orlando to Miami by me. So, he was hanging out every day. And he was a big football fan. I didn't even watch football at the time. So then I started watching ball, and I think my 8th grade year I started playing. I played Pop Warner. Didn't know how to play. I played D-line, but I was a beast. I played, I was really good. And, everybody was kind of the same size. At like I think I played 135, so I could play on the D-line. And then went to high school. They moved me to linebacker, JV, and then I played well there too, did good, went over to varsity, and I played, and then the rest is kind of history from there. So, I played at Cypress Bay, went to Tulane University, my only Division I offer.
Yeah.
Got there, bottom of the depth chart. I was even under some of the walk-ons. But so sure, I ended up starting every game from my freshman year. And then I go on to DC. But, I didn't get drafted or I wasn't a free agent pickup. I kind of got called to the rookie camp, and it's about I think maybe they invite 100 people, 50, I don't know. So somewhere around there, just a bunch of rookies, people they drafted are there. And just some people, it's kind of like a tryout. So I think 2 or 3 of us got picked up from that little, it's not really a tryout, it's just a rookie camp. But 2 or 3 of us got picked up. They actually sent me home on a Sunday. And then I went back home to Miami, and I was at Live on Sunday, and then I woke up to a call from, the Redskins, the Redskins at the time, the football team.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, oh yeah, 7 a.m. Like, yeah, so, you're a Redskin. I was like, oh, nice. She put me on the latest flight because they had me leaving at 12. I couldn't get ready in time. Oh. So then, I went over there, ended up getting cut. And then, I kind of reached that crossroads of, do I want to play? Do I want to keep playing? I had an offer to go to go play in the CFL for the Toronto team. Mm. I wanted to do that. And then, I think that's when they had the AAF or one of those leagues they had before the XFL. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to do that either. So, I just said, it's time I put my focus on business. Didn't know exactly what I wanted to do in business. At first I was going to open some coffee shops. And then I thought about it, that didn't really work out how I wanted it to. And I wanted to do something in wellness as well, kind of have this product, have a product. So then from there, I just decided, it was going to be CBD. I kind of just put my 2 lives together. My grandfather said, even before CBD was even a thought, herb is the healing of a nation. And, come time, CBD comes along when it's kind of urban, almost like it's medicinal form, without the THC. And even my dad would, when we were growing up, my dad would sort of smoke and say, this is my medicine, Mm-hmm. So I always looked at it as medicine anyway. And, I kind of wanted to do something for, people that live active lifestyles, not just athletes, but all people, that kind of have aches and pains. So, kind of blend both of my, my lives together. So, I almost got the perfect storm line, so CBD kind of, it was kind of my route after playing.
Wow. Yeah. So you had developed a lot of injuries and pains, and so CBD was your way out as opposed to opiates.
Well, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I got injured too much. I had I dislocated my elbow and I had a few sprained ankles, but I came out the game pretty blessed. I'm always grateful for that. But yeah, when I would get hurt, I would have some mix. I would use CBD as opposed to any definitely not any pain, over the counter painkillers. But I didn't even like to take Advil. It was CBD and then this pineapple extract I used to take.
So you're saying you added the pineapple to the CBD?
No. It was these pineapple extract pills. I forget. I think it was Garden of Life. Pineapple. I forget the exact one it was. Those are the only 2 things that I use.
And it's funny how you're saying that your father was saying that the cannabis was his medicine, because on our prior show, it is his medicine. Yes, on our prior shows we had that big discussion on how people who use cannabis, they were saying they call them potheads and had all these negative connotations to their usage, but when we look at it, they're using it for healing purposes.
Yeah, no, for sure. So I mean, that's all I ever knew it as. You know what I mean? I never even looked at herb as taboo. Even though my mom's family was kind of against it, being Haitian, but now now it's all good. They're all cool. They understand it better. But even with that, I always looked at it as risk. I never looked at it as a big deal. Even though I really never really smoked.
Oh, really? That's interesting. Yeah, I think that's the same thing that's going to happen with our son because he's growing up around it, the language, and so the stigma's not that strong. Just like for yourself, it's just not there. You just saw it as a plant that's used to heal, not hurt.
Yeah, but I think now the message is definitely, growing a little better. Yeah, no, the message is growing. It's getting there. It's not where we want it to be, but I think we have enough messengers that, with the right platforms, we can kind of get the message out there and educate. I think that's the most important part, and that's kind of the biggest challenge too. Especially with like CBD, and what I'm doing for me is like kind of educating. Letting people know, this is here to help, and it really can't hurt. So, getting that message out there is probably the most difficult thing. But as long as people are willing to listen, I think with time it'll get better.
Now, have you been to Jamaica and promoting your products there?
No, I haven't went to Jamaica to promote my products. U.S. based companies,
Okay,
so and you just whatever regulations they have with shipping and everything, and I haven't really touched that.
okay.
So right now we're still in we're all throughout the U.S. and online and what have you.
Oh, okay. And it's been receptive, accepted, especially amongst former players. Like, who are your target audience? I mean, your client that you would like to promote this towards. Like, who are your customers, your everyday people?
I mean, is there anybody that's willing, to listen? Anybody that's living an active lifestyle that wants to get better? Whoever puts their wellness first, or just anybody that wants to, that's in this world that wants to, get better. We're not looking for the top wellness people. People that are living, that are eating everything right. We're looking for the people that, instead of a burger, they'll switch to a salad once a day. Anybody that's trying, to get on this wellness wave that we're on, and kind of, it's not really a specific person. We're here for everybody.
Okay, got it. Now, what what makes your product different than anybody else? Because I know when you got into this industry, you were like, wow, there's a lot of companies out here.
Yeah, obviously the quality is the first thing, and anything I put my name on, I kind of, whoever my customer, whoever I'm even giving it to, anybody that trusts me enough to use my product, is kind of a reflection on me. So I always gotta make sure that quality is the top priority in anything we're doing.
You guys are based out in California,
In Miami.
Miami. Oh,
Yeah.
Miami.
But I'm between here. I'm between LA and Miami, so I've been out here for part of the time, but no, we're based in Miami.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So, in terms of your products, what is your best seller? I know you have a joint bomb, you have gummies, you have CBD, full spectrum gel capsules.
Yeah, we got oil, jelly caps, gummies, and our bomb. Yeah, I think our bomb does really well, and our gummies do it well too. Our gummies been out of stock, but we're getting them back, and probably next week. But yeah, so I think especially because I used to be an athlete, so people kind of see that the bomb and I got Nico use it, then it's probably good, So it's kind of that thing, and it's almost like it's like it's not an ingestible, so people are a little more comfortable with it. But yeah, I think a bomb is. But all of our products are great. It's not like just a one thing. But our bombs do really well.
Now, you've been working with former athletes or current NFL players and helping them get through any aches.
Well, yeah. A lot of my friends that play ball, they always buy. They don't let me send them things. They like to support. My dad, of course. All of his friends. So yeah, we have a strong following within the people that know us, of course.
Oh, excellent. Now, are you going to be launching any new product lines?
Yeah, yes. Please stay tuned. We should be having some soon. Don't want to say anything just yet because of
Ah,
there's a lot of things going on and whatever delays and what have you. So I don't want to say anything just yet, but we should be having some soon. On April 22nd is actually our 1 year anniversary.
Oh, congrats.
Congratulations.
Yeah, yeah. So we've been in this game almost a year now. So it feels good. Still be it.
podCONX is proud to announce our latest free feature that connects cannabis guests with cannabis podcast. Being a guest on a podcast is a great way to build your brand, and now it's never been simpler to schedule an interview. Here's how easy it is to be a guest on one of our over 300 cannabis or hemp podcasts. Go to podconx.com, select a podcast, and hit apply. We'll take care of sending your request to the podcast, and we'll help book the interview. So what are you waiting for? Go to podconx.com, that's podconx.com, and start applying today.
Now, what is the most important? What do you think is like the most important aspect of your product that you want people to know about it? Is it the ingredients, the brand, or just the fact that what you believe in putting this out?
Well, yeah, it's the ingredients. It's where it's coming from because, I put my name on it. So to me, that's the stamp. That's the approval stamp I needed. Anything that I put my name on that I give out, has to from farm to table, from farm to bottle, everything must be perfect. We have to, and we make sure that every step of the way we're taking all the right measures and everything to make sure what's in the bottle is of quality.
Now, is anybody in your family involved with this with you? Any siblings, uncles, cousins?
No, this is my venture, as well as my cousin Guy on my mother's side. He's a co-founder as well. Him and myself, we launched it together. Yeah, Guy Cowardly. Without him, I wouldn't be anywhere. Really, he does a lot of work. He's kind of behind the scenes, but really, like I said, without him, I don't know where I'd be in this, especially in this business we're doing. So he's been great.
Oh man, well, congrats. Now, looking down the road, how far do you see yourself being in this industry?
Well, I want to be in as long as the industry takes me. I hope forever. I hope Lion X is a household brand. Like a Fiji water. I'm drinking Fiji right now, so I say that. But like anything, I want to be in this. I want to be in this wellness world forever. And be able to, keep expanding and growing and growing and growing. I don't see any stoppage.
And creating your own legacy here, just like your grandfather and his legacy.
Yeah.
Well, how much of inspiration, because I know you mentioned it, of inspiration that has he put for you in everything that you do, from the days of playing football until now being an entrepreneur?
Well, his story alone, that inspires me enough. His message, and just kind of in that lane of just making my own legend, and kind of in the foundation that he gave me, as well as my mom's father too. They put me in a position, even though they were working hard. They didn't even know about me at these times. They're working, but they put me in a position to grow up and be able to make the decisions I'm making and feel, free and be privileged enough that I could kind of choose, okay, I want to play football, then I want to start a CBD company, so I'm always grateful for that aspect of it.
Wonderful. So you probably know that New York recreational use just became legal. I know you live in Florida, but hopefully one day Florida will follow the footsteps.
Only makes sense. They have to.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the South tends to be different. Sometimes it takes a little longer, but I think eventually all 50 states, I pray, will become recreational. Do you see yourself perhaps going into that realm or having some products that have more THC?
Well, right now we're focused on, the CBD and what we have in front of us.
Yeah.
When that comes, it may come, it may not. But right now we're working on what we have to offer, and that's in our CBD products. No THC. So that's kind of where we're at right now, and when that bridge comes, we'll cross it.
Got it.
Now, are you guys partnering up with any other companies to help launch, to really promote your brand, or you guys are pretty much doing it on your own?
We kind of do this on our own for the most part. We have a great team. So we have great web developers. We have great people doing our Instagram and our social media. So we have a great team. So we're kind of trusting our team that we built to kind of push that out. And if an opportunity comes, we definitely would work with whomever, as long as it makes sense.
Okay. What was the most challenging thing you experienced getting into this industry?
The most challenging getting into this industry, well, I wouldn't say challenging, but finding the right product was definitely what took the most time. Just kind of getting everything where we wanted it. You trip here and there, but you get up and you keep working. Kind of past all of those problems. So I don't want to harp on any of that. We're just looking forward to continuing to get the best product we have out there, getting it out there, and continuing to give our customers our best foot forward. So that's what we focused on right now.
Wow. Now, with the products you have out there, is there anything going to be focused on women, or are you going to be basically targeting any specifics, like I said, women, a female product line?
I mean, that can come. Like I said, we're working on some new products right now, so that can come. We love all of our women supporters. They're actually our biggest supporters. So definitely have to do something to kind of show our appreciation, and definitely give them something that something for them.
What do you think is the most rewarding thing about doing this work you're doing?
The response, what I mean, is you get how we're helping, and the DMs, just the response from the people that are using our products. That's that's my favorite part about it. That's what keeps me going. That's what motivates me. And I just want to continue to give a good product to people.
Now, do you get a chance to work on the farm and take a look at all the plants are growing? You get to pick out the seeds as well?
I mean, right now we're working on, we're mainly based e-commerce. So we're trying to, get into more stores and what have you, sell stuff online. We did just do a hemp expo.
Oh, nice.
Where was that? Where was that located, the hemp expo?
In Colorado.
And how was the response there?
Oh, it was lovely. It was lovely. There was a lot of great people there. It was amazing.
I'm assuming that was like the first expo?
Oh, yeah, that's the first one we've been to because, he launched middle of COVID.
Oh, I know.
Wow. No, see, that was challenging. Trying to get your products out there. And you were able to do it without any issue. But, of course, delivering your products, I know due to COVID, it was holding up a lot of companies from delivering. Did you experience the same thing?
I mean, no, not for the most part. We haven't, we haven't got actually maybe some setbacks here and there, but nothing major that I can complain about.
What's your next step in a sense of evolution? Are you looking to do any commercials, or you think that you guys would be also introducing any artists, musicians to promote your brand, to do any partnerships in that sense?
Yeah, I mean. And anything that aligns with our brand, we're willing to do that makes sense for us. That's something that we're looking forward to.
Now, are you looking to partner up with the NFL since you've had a relationship with them? Do you think that's an opportunity there?
I mean, that's kind of they're a huge entity. That's kind of for them to decide. I'm just gonna keep giving whoever wants our products.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was some controversy about players using, I don't know if it's still there, but using CBD, or were they allowed to? I'm not sure if that still holds.
I mean, I think the CBA they just passed kind of eliminated that factor, so I'm pretty sure they're good.
Also, there was some interesting research, neurological research, saying that to use CBD after concussions. And I think there were some companies that were trying to do some research on that to help with the recovery of concussions, which I think will be a major player for athletes.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I mean, they're doing the research. I'd love for them to do that. Obviously, concussion's been a big problem in the NFL for a long time. So, if it can help, definitely.
Yeah, because they said with the recovery, the inflammation, um, it will help the brain heal. So I was wondering if the NFL was actually going to use it for their players, but I think it's probably still in the research field. But it's really exciting if in the future we can see them use that.
Definitely, definitely. Just whatever could help.
Because with our son, we noticed for him, he still has seizures, but obviously, like I said, it's less. But his recovery from the seizures is what everyone is so, even his doctors are so surprised. They're like, most people who have a seizure will be like knocked out for sometimes days or the whole day, not him. And they were saying it's because of the CBD oil that helps the brain recovery from neurological injuries. So,
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It is amazing. So for people to use it for concussions, it just makes sense, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I do hope so. CBD has helped me tremendously, so I know it could help everybody.
Yeah, I mean, just based on what we talked about, I know they're gonna be very successful in this industry because you're bringing the passion, you bring the the wisdom and the idea of restorative wellness. So I think you'll have no problem because there are, like most industries, you have people who are there for the money, but you're here for the spirit of it and for the wellness of others, and that's an awesome thing.
Definitely, man. I hope everybody in there is in it for the right reasons as well, and continue to give out great products, and we could help heal the world.
Yeah, really appreciate it. Now, if people wanted to get in contact or reach out and get some products, or how would they reach out to you, or even your company, your website?
LionXWellness.com, Lion X Wellness on Instagram as well.
And we'll definitely be hitting you up on that.
Oh yeah, maybe go down to Miami.
Yeah, and are you gonna have any plans of a shop or just keep it e-commerce?
Well, we'll see what the future holds. Right now, we're mainly e-commerce, but hopefully, we can keep expanding.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I don't see why not. It'd be great, especially if you could, if Haiti ever gets around to come around, that would be a great place too.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, Nico, I want to say thank you for spending some time with us. Really appreciate it. And if we could, reach out again to do an interview later on down the road, see how everything's progressing, and just stay in touch and make sure that everything's okay. And also, if if you do have something in New York, would love to participate in the coming year as things go along. Please keep us posted, and we'll definitely reach out to you too as well if we have anything that we have going on.
Thank you so much. I definitely, for sure, want to get back to New York soon for sure. So next time I'm there, definitely could tap in or something, and then you guys let me know about anything too.
Oh, definitely. Keep the Haitian connection. All right, Nico. Thank you again, and much love and respect, and thank you for what you're doing. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Good night.
All righty, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.